Today, a 27-year-old married woman demands the perfect life. Kevin Samuels reminds her that perfection is fantasy and marriages survive on realism, responsibility, and alignment.
Hi. So I just had a question. I am 27 years old and I am married. I just wanted to know what is your advice on maintaining a healthy relationship?
Well, first off, are you guys in any sort of couples ongoing counseling or therapy?
No,
Okay.
we've
Uh,
been married for a year and a half now.
all right. Are you so you're still just out of newlyweds phase. So more than likely your friends are all still single.
Yes.
You need to get around married people and get away from your single friends. Married life is completely different than single life, and when you have issues, single women will give you single advice. The misconception often is you need to go to couples counseling, that kind of stuff, when a problem happens. No, it's like getting an annual teeth. It's like getting your teeth cleaned twice a year, right? It's preventative maintenance. You prevent. Know that you and your husband are going to have problems. Do you have any children?
No.
Do you plan on having children?
Possibly.
Uh, what will be the determining factor? Do you want kids?
Um, I would like kids, but I don't know, just seeing how everything is right now in the world, I just feel it would be a little selfish to bring a child in right now. I'm not
When was there
close
when
to
was
it.
there a better time to bring a kid into the world?
Um, I don't know. I guess just the way that things are going
Well,
as of,
ma'am, what I'm asking is when was it a better time? When was the world perfect and idyllic to bring a child into the world?
yeah, it's never been.
Never been and never will be. That's a human condition. Does your husband want children?
Yeah.
Does he have children?
No, no.
Did you know he wanted children before you accepted his proposal for marriage?
Yes. I would like children as well. I don't. I
But
do.
but
It's
so
not that I don't.
okay, so are you on birth control?
No.
Okay. If you were to get pregnant, would you carry the child to term?
Of course. Yes.
All right. So you're not actively trying to seek pregnancy, but if it happened, you'd be happy?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
It didn't sound like it to me. It sounded like you really don't want to have kids because of what's going on in
Yes.
the world. That's a
No, you're
that,
right. Yes.
and that's a
I'm not trying.
and that's a single woman's mindset right there. That's a single woman. Your husband wants children, and he made it known prior to your proposal. You accepted the proposal. Give that man his children.
We've spoken about this lately as well. He
Mm-hmm.
feels the same.
Exactly. But unfortunately, in this country, you have the right of last refusal. You hold all the birthing cards. That's why you need to get around married people, because if you talk to single women, they will tell you, "Girl, your body, your choice, and this and that." No, no, ma'am, no, no. You took the vows. You know what it means. That man wants children. Give him his children, because that's foul if you don't. Because you damn sure feel some kind of way if he came home and said, "Hey, hey, 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 hon, I got another woman pregnant. I got some babies on the way." You'd be mad, right?
Yes.
And then, I mean, if you say, "Well, but you know, you didn't want to have me no children, so I wanted to respect your choice." So you, I understand Ruth. You know, what was it? Was it Abraham and Sarah? Sarah, I get it. Your shit ain't working right now. So I'm gonna go ahead over here with this maiden, and we're gonna take care of that. You a Christian?
No.
All right. Did you have a Christian ceremony?
No. We actually have not had a formal wedding
So
yet.
you're not truly married.
We are married legally. We just didn't have the ceremony. But
Okay,
we are legally married.
you're legally married, so you actually have the certificate, 2 witnesses, and all that
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
So why didn't you? So curious, why didn't you guys actually have a ceremony?
It just wasn't part of our plans. We opted to buy property first. We just didn't want to spend the money on a wedding
Makes
at
perfect
the
sense to me.
time.
Makes perfect sense. Makes great practical sense. Did you want a wedding?
At the time, no. It wasn't a big deal to me.
But
At
you,
some point, I would like a wedding, but
all right,
I
no,
know
your
that
husband ain't gonna
having,
hear. No, your husband ain't gonna hear this. Did you want a wedding? Did you?
honestly, it was no. At the time, if I had to choose between our 2 flat that we currently have now with our 2 tenants and having a wedding, I choose the 2
I
flat.
didn't give.
100%.
That's not what I asked. Why do black women have such a hard time just being direct? I didn't ask if it was a choice. I said, did you want a wedding?
And you're talking about at that time, right?
Ma'am, if you had all the money you had, would you have wanted a wedding, or would you still have opted to not have one? If your family was paying for it, would you have opted to say, no, don't give us the money? Did you want a wedding? Did you want the dress? Did you want people to see you? Did you want the public acknowledgement? Did you want to throw the bouquet? Did you want the cake? Did you want the pictures? Did you want the trip?
Yes, it would be nice.
All right, then stop fucking lying. Then. I mean, I'm no offense, man.
Lying.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I said it that way because I'm trying to lighten it up. Because the truth is, you did want a wedding. You just made a practical decision. I get it, and it's the same thing you're doing with kids. You're still trying to make a practical decision, and that is a single woman mindset. See, the kudos for not going out to waste money on a wedding. But I don't think you serve yourself any purpose by denying what you really wanted. It doesn't mean you have to go do it. He just needs to know, yes, I would have wanted a marriage, but we don't have it that way. See, I'm a very firm believer, and you speak things into existence. You could have, you don't know, that last woman that was there could have had a wedding package to give you. You don't know. Your husband may just say he told you he wanted kids. You want a wedding. Would he be happy if you turned up pregnant?
Yes.
Would you be happy if you could walk yourself down the aisle and have everybody say, "Ooh, look at her in her dress"?
Yeah.
Then stop cutting off the possibility. Just acknowledge it. Because here's what happens too often. It's all good now because there's been no problems. But when human beings, or in particular women in this case, feel like they've had to make concessions and sacrifices and not get what they want, that's when the frustration sinks in. And that's what tears relationships apart. It's the lack of truth, which is why I said counseling. You got to be able to tell the truth to your partner, and vice versa. You two are all you got. And if you can't be honest with each other, you're gonna find someone to talk to. You don't want him talking to another woman. He don't want you talking to another man. Mm-hmm. This is why it's best to be around successfully married couples in counseling in a proactive way and sitting up under something that's bigger than yourself. Love is great, but marriage ain't about love.
Right.
And what's bigger than you two right now? There are no kids. There are no nothing. There needs to be something. So that's another thing a counselor can help you kind of map out: a plan for your marriage, a vision for your marriage and your family. Whether or not it's perfect, it won't be perfect, but you'll at least know you're working together towards a common goal. You're 20 what?
27.
27. Your husband is going to chronicle your life, and vice versa. When your husband shuffles off that mortal coil, you as the widow will be there when they lower him into their ground and put that tombstone on to say, when he was going from here to here, I was here for this many years and he was this kind of man. That's something his tombstone can't tell. That's something his friends can't say. Only thing his wife can say. Children can only say, I've been there for this part of it. You've been there for the ride. Got it?
Yeah.
All right then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, man. I got to get up out of here. It's after midnight. Woo. What was that? Oh, yeah. 25-year-old young lady. Get around feminine relationship-minded women, because you're one of those kind of women that could go either way. You could go down the route to where you could actually end up happily married on down the line. But I'm going to be honest. You also strike me as one of these kind of women who could look up and be 29, 32 years old, and it's not happening, and you just become hell on wheels. And we see them all over social media. I don't want to see no more of them. And you don't have to be. You don't have to be. Join our group, The Mix. Later on this week, we're going to talk about you middle class dudes talking about polyamorous relationships, and you can barely afford the house you're living in. You think you're going to have fine, whatever. And we got to talk about this height thing with black women. Black women, please start doing the numbers. Everything you say you want from a man, he has to be this height or tall. Ask yourself, how many men fit this category? He has to make this amount of money or more. Start putting pen to paper. That's one of the things I've done over here, is actually helped you start putting pen to paper to what it is you say you want. I don't judge what it is you say you want. I just say, what is it? And what is it going to cost? I mean, think about it. The previous caller, that woman, no, she's making 75 plus. She ain't gonna marry no guy making 110. She can't afford 3 kids. So he's got to make enough money to cover her salary, because we know how women think. Like, people think, we got to cover my salary. Then he got to pay for baby 1, baby 2, baby 3. Who's in here? Fit Mom? Somebody hit me up last week talking about the daycare, the care for their infant alone is $2K a month. $2K. For daycare and that kind of stuff. $2K. Especially if you step me in 135. Let's talk about homeschooling. Or you're going to be living in a nice suburban neighborhood with those gated communities, going to feed into a nice public school to where you can be on the PTA board. I mean, be on the band booster and PTA. Come on, we know what we're talking about. Then the men who make that kind of stuff, they're not going to change no diapers. They coming home, dinner needs to be cooked. Kids' homework needs to be done. You need to be standing with slippers and a drink. Daddy's home. Or the kid's already in bed. And the thing is, if that's what you really want, it's available out there, but only for a very small group. And you got to look the part in order to qualify for those kind of men. They set the standard. And if it's only that or none, then a lot of women are going to just leave this life with nothing. Average people get average things, and that should not be an insult. Is it an insult to somebody to say you're a 2.0 student? You can still go to college. You can't go to Princeton, but you can go to college. You can get an education. You can't go to Harvard, but you can still go. We accept these things, requirements and things like that, when it comes to admission to the PWIs and all those other kind of things. But we don't accept it when it comes to relationship. And that's the difference. Dating, you can do all you want in dating.
Because every time you say, my life should be perfect by now, you're not talking about marriage. You're talking about entitlement. And entitlement destroys relationships faster than struggle ever could. Listen carefully. Marriage becomes beautiful when you stop chasing perfection and start embracing partnership. When you stop counting flaws and start building foundations. When you stop comparing your life to people on Instagram and start respecting the man you chose. Your husband is not failing you, your expectations are. And until you grow out of this fantasy mindset, you will never appreciate the reality right in front of you. The life you want is possible, but only when you drop perfection and choose teamwork.